Hey, welcome to Six's Overdrive, everybody. Today, I'm gonna try to show you, and this is just my own experience of how to drive a gravel grid road on a street bike. Particularly, we're doing it on a Ninja 1000 today. So stick around if you want a few pointers on how to get through some of these sticky situations when you have no choice. Roll the music. Okay guys, welcome back. So, here we are on a gravel road. You read your map wrong and now you have to drive gravel road. These roads here are horrible that we have in Alberta and Saskatchewan. Like, look at how slippery this is. Look at that, eh guys? Okay, the first thing I want to tell you is certain bikes are better than others, and I'm doing this from the point of view of a sport bike. That's what I'm kind of riding right now, although I don't have as much weight forward. And that can be one of the most detrimental factors for driving on a dirt road. When your weight is all to the front of your bike, like on a sport bike or a super sport, that's your toughest thing to do. The biggest thing to remember is to relax. Like, you want to be nice and loose. You see my hands there? Okay, we're going to have to cross over onto some gravel. See, we go right across that, but we want to just keep your hands loose. The bike does not want to tip over. It's going to do most of the work for you. Now, you'll find every now and then that you might get into a high-speed wobble, or the bike is like doing that. One of the best tricks, and nobody really goes through this, is to use your back brake. Just drag it lightly, even while you're still using the throttle. I'm going to do it here and you'll hear the engine bog. You hear that? So what I do is I just drag the rear brake, and what that does is it pulls the bike backwards and straightens it out if you get into a little bit of a high-speed wobble. The second thing I'm going to tell you is steady, steady, steady. You saw at the beginning of the video how I gave it a little bit of juice and the back end just went crazy. So whether you're braking or accelerating, keep everything really gentle. You're always going to find a line through the road where there's just where tracks have been laid down. Now this one's pretty good actually. That middle stuff, we can do stuff like that too. Like, we can drive right over that. But you notice how it wobbles every time we go back and forth over that? You see that? So you want to be really careful with that. You want to make sure that you're nice and loose, that you're keeping a steady speed. And I got one more point here for you guys. If you do get into trouble, there's one other way to get out of the trouble, and it might scare you a little bit, and that is to accelerate out of the problem. Say you're stuck in a rut, you're going to have to accelerate out of it. If you put your brakes on, there's a good chance you're going to get target fixation trying to get out of it, and you're going to be into trouble. Okay, so those are the good... Oh, wait a minute, don't go away, guys. I got one other tip. If your bike has a seating position that allows you to, this is also a great tip. It puts your center of balance way up above, so if you got deeper gravel, it might be scary, but standing up on your bike and leaning back, get the front wheel nice and loose. Remember what I said. The Harley Davidsons and stuff are actually very good on gravel, and the reason is because all the weight's at the back of the bike. But if you're doing this on your bike and pulling back a bit on the handlebars when you got a sport bike, that's going to help you a lot too. I don't recommend doing that if there's a heavy crosswind, however, and that's kind of what I'm dealing with right now. Okay, this is pure gravel right here. We're going to pick a good line. So anyway, guys, that's all I got to say. You should be able to ride gravel like a champ. Sorry. But anyway, guys, you should be able to ride gravel. You just got to get your confidence out, start slow, go to it, and you should be able to get through just about any road that your heart sets its mind to, even if you've got a sport bike. Remember to share, like, comment, and subscribe for more tips, reviews, and how-tos. This is Six's Overdrive saying bye-bye.